Hi kids, Heidi here. Welcome back. So today's video is kind of a haul video, kind of a fix it, repair it, restore it video, kind of a what sold video. I'm just going to be recording some bits and pieces of things today and sharing them with you, kind of all mushed up. So I got this new stuff at Target that's supposed to make beachy waves out of naturally lumpy hair. And it's, I don't think I know what I'm doing. I scrunched it and I air dried it, and now I just want to, all I really want is a ponytail binder right this minute. And I tried some press-on nails that one of my kids got me for Christmas, and man, I messed that up so badly. But that's not why you're here. You're here because you're a reseller or you're a thrifter, and you like seeing what I got and what I've fixed and what I'm trying to fix. And so I think that first we'll just jump in and do some haul. I went to two thrift stores this week, on Tuesday and Wednesday, senior day, at two different kinds of stores. Let's see what I got. So this is called, it's from Free People. And of course you can guess the size. It's an extra small. What's that? Is there I want to get one of those signs. So in factories, they have a sign that says number of days without an injury, a time off accident. And, they try to get up to 182 or something. I would like number of days before without a flawed item turning up in my closet. So I see it on camera, but I can't find it on the shirt. Okay, I can get that out. So I've already shaved this and trimmed off some things. So now, and I was going to wash it because the cuffs are a little mangy. So now I just know I have to put some stain treat on there. Anyway, it's got a mock neck. It's huge. It's a very cushiony sweatshirt. It's called the So Plush Pullover. And it has laces on the sides. And those laces are somewhere else because, see, right there on my rack, because I'm going to steam them after I wash this, and I'll put it all back together. How about I just insert a stock photo right here so you can see what the So Plush pullover, So Plush pullover looks like. I'm going to have to start inserting bloopers at the end like my friend Quenby does. No, we don't want to copy successful people. That's a bad look. But we always emulate those we admire. This was Free People, and I hope to sell it for some amount of money. Wow. So next, this is interesting. So these pants were hanging in the women's section, but they're men's, and they're houndstooth, and they're drawstring elastic waist. I know they're men's because there's room for my hands in the pockets, and women don't get hand pockets. And they're kind of wide straight leg, and the brand is Huff, which I've never heard of, but I have now read all about it. And it was started by a store called Huff, was started by a skater named Huffnagel, and then he in San Francisco, and then he moved his store to Los Angeles, and then he started making his own merchandise. So Huff. So these are like skater pants. And I think the retail is probably only about 120 on these, but a pair sold recently on eBay for 40. So I'm going to list mine for about 45. And let's see what we get. Have you ever found Huff? And again, I was not in the men's section when I found these men's pants. So you could stumble across men's stuff in the most unlikely places. Here is a pair of women's pants. And you might think, oh, I don't like to look at women's pants. Here's why I'm looking at them. So you can see they're Nike. Where? Right there. Oh, good grief. No. Right there, Nike. These are Nike Golf Dry Fit Tour Performance size 6 women's golf pants. And I'm going to list them for about 30. And it's quite amazing what people will pay for good golf stuff. Almost all my Nike Golf that I have listed has sold already. So I'm kind of getting geared up for spring, or for people who are going down south So I was at Salvation Army, which sorts their merchandise by color. Men's and women's, but then color. Really? So you never know what size you're going to come across. Because usually when I'm thrifting, I begin in the large and extra large. And then if I have enough time, I go to medium. And if I have even more time, I go to small. I do that in any department because smalls are the smallest market. That's a pun. But anyway, I bought these J. Crew pajamas. Here are the pants. They're 100% cotton, like a chambray material almost. And they've got this cute grosgrain ribbon trim. And if you think the pants are cute, wait till you see the top. Oh, adorable, but extra small. But I'm going to list them for like $28. And I paid $3.99. Pajamas are never overpriced at the thrift store, I think you will find. Because not a lot of people shop in that section. Okay, right here, I'm going to insert some video of this item in its before condition. Hello again. I know you know how much I love to shave. So I got this J. Crew size large sweater blazer. It's from 2020. It's the Camille with a shawl collar. And look at the pills. I can't imagine the last couple of times that our girl wore this to work with these pills, but I'm going to see if I can restore it. Because if I can, based on the size and the color and the comps, I'm going to ask like $65 for it. Do you think I can fix it? See you later. Okay, now you saw how it looked before. So this is the J. Crew Camille sweater blazer in a size large. It's kind of a ivory or oatmeal color. Oatmeal with a lot of milk, put it that way. And here it is after I fixed it up. Isn't that amazing? How does it look? How did I do? Yes, there's a random pill here or there, but I did the whole thing inside and out, and I watched television while I did it, and I enjoyed myself immensely. And now I'm going to list this for probably $50 or $60, because these sweater blazers, they come in all wool. They come with buttons or without buttons. This one is a cotton wool and polyester blend. It's very soft and smooth now, and I was happy to get it. And nobody bought it at the thrift store because it looked so ghastly. Here's another picture. Okay, so what else did I find? Sweaty Betty. I know some people have a good luck with that. I think that my friend Kay, Passports and Pizza Pies, I think she does pretty good with Sweaty Betty. I have a pair of leggings listed right now. They've been listed quite a while. I might have to change the price. But I decided to try another pair. I found 4 pairs of Sweaty Betty leggings, and they were all extra small. 3 of them were cropped, so I left them because crop is hard. And they were kind of ghastly prints. It's almost faded, the Power 7/8 legging. So I hope you can see, it says Sweaty Betty right there, and it says the Power, and then underneath that it says 7/8 legging. So this is kind of I don't know, I guess if a cheetah wore camo, is that what that would be? If a cheetah was trying to pretend to be something else? But I thought they were kind of a color scheme that people could wear with black and gray and so on. So I'm going to try another pair of Sweaty Betty leggings and see if I can sell them. Then we have fresh produce. This is definitely a summer top. It's a size medium/large, and it's 100% cotton tunic top. I just love the color. It's kind of a dark turquoise. Some people would call it teal. Not me, because here's teal. Anyway, I'm not going to go off on that rant again. And it's just very cute. Got little slits at the side. That's why I'm calling it a tunic. There they are. And it feels very fresh and crispy, like it was not worn or washed very many times. Fresh produce. I like to pick that brand up. Here's a brand I discovered last summer, and I've sold everything I've found. I think I found a couple men's hoodies. I found a women's top, and it's Free Fly. And I think you've heard me talk about it before. And this is the Bamboo Flex pocket dress. And it's size small, dark gray t-shirt dress, knee length. Needs a little bit of a shave, but I like to shave. So Free Fly, I'm probably going to list that for about, Free Fly doesn't retail for a lot, but it holds its resale value. I'm probably going to list it for 32. We'll see what we get. J. Jill, me and Jay. So I looked up my sales stats, and I have sold 5 pieces of J. Jill in the last 90 days, and I have 7 items listed. That's okay, right? One of those items is a year old, and the others are mostly like less than 6 months old. So I guess I'm doing okay. J. Jill, not the newest label, but this is a silk button-down blouse in just a very pretty pale turquoise, or it might be light blue. Hard to say. It looks kind of minty on the screen. I'll just have to be very careful how I describe it. Sometimes when I'm not sure what shade of blue it is or what shade of green it is, I just check the box on eBay that says green, and I don't even attempt to describe it further. They can look at the photos and decide for themselves. But a classic button front shirt in silk. You can't go wrong, right? Here is Free People Movement. I was going to look up and see what the heck that little logo is. Reminds me of hops for some reason, but I don't think it is. But it is a very basic Free People Movement sweatshirt. And this is a size small, so it's roomy. Definitely roomy for a small. And it's just kind of a fun green color. So I'm not sure what I'll get for it, but I think I could sell this easier than some of the weird Free People stuff. I always like to look at the belts and hats and so on. And I found this belt. It's unbranded, but we've got these brass rectangular medallion things all strung together with lace strips. We used to call those lace, a strip of leather like this a thong, but that gets confused with intimate wear and sandals. So strips of leather threaded through this brass belt that ties on. Very boho, kind of Western, but not really. More maybe Southwestern. I don't know. Tell me all the keywords you would use to describe this belt. I think it's cool. It could go on a pair of jeans or a sweater dress or almost anything over a big bulky sweater. Very cool. Last item before we start talking about those pants. The leather pants are back. This is Cut Loose. So Cut Loose is funny. This tag, I mean, even the font is just sort of amateur looking, right? Let me see if you can get a good look at it without my light getting in the way. Cut Loose. And it's sewn on just like the cheapest materials are. But they have a following. I'm going to look up and see how much Cut Loose clothes sell for. I don't even know what the retail is. I just know that it sells. It's kind of boutique-y. I'm not even sure they have their own website because it is sold on others' websites like threadtocloth.com, New Moon Boutique. Okay, so Cut Loose is a boutique brand. But let's see what they are charging for things. Sewn and dyed in San Francisco. Okay, found their website. Spring 2024. Very oversized and minimalist, and they have a few very faint plaids, but not a lot. Linen and cotton, wool, natural fibers. So here's a boat neck top. Yeah, you can't even, yeah, they do wholesale. So it looks like their stuff like this would go for about $120 in a boutique somewhere. So that's all I know about Cut Loose. But this is a purple linen long cardigan. Long as in past your butt. So not duster length. That would be past your knee. But it is definitely a long line cardigan. I'll put that on my mannequin so people can easily see the ratio of body to length. But Cut Loose linen cardigan. I'll probably list that for like 32. And we'll see what happens. So let's talk about those leather pants. Do you remember in a haul I showed you these great black leather pants? They're actually by J. Walden. They'd probably be worth $50, except I discovered they had a hole. It's this little L-shaped tear. But I discovered that if I press it together, good Lord, do a manicure, Heidi. If I press it together just right, it really just looks like a crinkle. It doesn't look like a hole. Well, it looks better here than it does there. So what I'm going to do is put a piece of tape on it, and I'm going to turn the pants inside out, and I'm going to release the lining so that I can get at it. Yeah, there's a lining in here somewhere, but it's tacked down. So I'll have to release the tack, and then I'll turn it inside out, and then I'm going to put the stick-on patch. This is for repairing nylon, like a backpack or a tent or even a nylon jacket. They're stick-on. I'll use that gray color. And I'm going to see if I can make that hole much less apparent. So, wish me luck. Hello again. So my idea of going in the back way to repair this with a patch on the back side didn't work because this leather is bonded to some, I don't know, some sort of synthetic material, I suppose. And the hole did not go all the way through the bonding material. It was just in the very thin leather outer layer. So I couldn't get at the hole. At first I couldn't even find it. So that wouldn't work. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try this stuff. Fabric Fuse Quick Bond Fabric Adhesive. And it's permanent, so it'll work or it won't. And I'm going to peel that back, dab some glue in there, press it down, and hope that I can seal up the edges cleanly and evenly. Well, we're all going to find out what happens, aren't we? See you later. Okay, I've applied some glue and pressed down the little flap, and looks like I've got some cleaning up to do of some glue there, but I'm going to put a weight on it and come back in a couple hours and we'll see what happens. Okay, somewhere under this weight is my repaired pant leg. I don't know where it is. Let's take it over to the light. Okay, I'm back with those pants. I have let them dry for about 5 hours with the glue that I did. You're gonna be so excited. Where's the hole? Where's the hole? It's right there. I kid you not. Let's get really close. Can you see? It worked. Right? You would wear those, right? Right? Wow. So, right there. There. Now you can see the L shape. But doesn't it just look like a wrinkle or a dimple? And it's stuck down. It's not going anywhere. Of course, I will disclose it and send very detailed pictures with red circles drawn around it. But, yay! Okay, I also wanted to share with you some sales from the past week. Some are winners, some are losers, but might be useful information. The first one I wanted to show you was on a Poshmark sale. So Democracy Absolution jeans are pretty good sellers, but quick sellers, but they don't always get a great price. And my jeans are in my thrift stores are very expensive, so I'm, as you say, picky about Democracy jeans. Here's the reason I got these. They are a size 16. They're a kind of a more modern style than, or more current style than skinny. They're called the Itty Bitty Flare, and they have a raw hem, and they're slightly cropped. So a size 16 Itty Bitty Flare, high waist crop. Those sold within a week for $27. So I would do that again. Here's a pillow that I sold within about 3 weeks. It's a Pier 1 imports pillow. It's small. It's only about 12 inches, but it's covered with this beautiful embroidery of an owl on a perch. And so that sold quickly for $18. And I usually pay about $1.99 or $2.99 for pillows at my store. So if you look at the pillows in thrift stores, most of them they were match somebody's ugly couch, or they're cheap, or they're beat up, or they're ugly. But if you see embroidery, check it out. If you see velvet, check it out. If you see needlepoint or tapestry, or if you see a print that looks like it could be Ralph Lauren or Restoration Hardware, you just get an eye for, ooh, that looks like it came from a fancy store. So I probably sell pillows at least once a month. And my last Poshmark one I wanted to share with you, Tommy Bahama. I leave most of it behind, but I like Tommy Bahama linen, shorts and shirts. And then I like Tommy Bahama silk shirts, but only if they're a fabulous Hawaiian print, not plain colored. There's a lot of those. So even with the Hawaiian shirts, you have to be careful. They should be special. But these Tommy Bahama men's linen shorts sold here in the middle of winter for $30. On men's shorts, I always try to put the inseam in the title so they can see it easily. Men care a lot about the length of their shorts. Some people want really long ones. Some people want a certain place. And of course, shorty shorts are getting more popular for men now too, mostly young men. But I always include the inseam in the title so they don't have to hunt for it. Let's look at some eBay sales this week that might be useful. Ermenegildo Zegna, fabulous men's brand. Fabulous, but dress shirts, I picked this one up probably for $4.99, and in a year, I took an offer of $18. So I just checked again, research on eBay for Ermenegildo Zegna dress shirts, and the average sold price is $23. So I sold mine for $18, but I didn't want to wait a year. I'd never thought that would happen. Comps are everywhere. They're from $12 to $100. And there was no rhyme or reason to why they were high. Although white tuxedo shirts, that's a winner. But ordinary dress shirts, this isn't even an attractive stripe in my opinion. I actually left behind a Zegna dress shirt last week because it was ugly and I didn't think it would sell. So that's weird, isn't it? Here's a brand I love, a Free Fly. Let me show you the label. Free Fly. I've sold jogger pants. I've sold hoodies, men's and women's, and they always sell quickly for between $28 and $35 or $40. So I really like a Free Fly, and I will continue to pick that up. And the last one is a vintage 70s men's shirt with what's called a dagger collar. See how long the collar points are. See how hideous the print is. This was nylon. Some of them are polyester, but if I actually found this in the women's shirt section, but it's a men's. The brand on these 70s disco shirts doesn't matter as much, although some of them, the brand will increase the value. But if it's a no-name brand, it doesn't matter. This one had holes all over it. And I put that in the condition, scattered small holes. I had to replace the buttons on the front because there were only 2 out of the 5 there. And I left the originals on the cuffs. But listed it for $80, and after about, I think it was 2 months, I got an offer that said, for $60, that said, considering the condition and the holes, $60 seems fair. And I thought, it sure does. So men's and women's shirts with these collars are popular, but men's get more money. Not a lot of them have survived. I mean, if you look on your research, there's not a lot for sale, but the sell-through is good. What you want to find in either men's or women's, these long pointed shirts, slinky feeling fabric and nylon or polyester, loud prints. The louder the better. People were with maybe the same brand, the same fabric, the same collar. But a subdued gray print, those were only getting $25 or $30. The collars do add some value, but the louder and brighter, the better. So if you ever see a shirt with long collars like that, I encourage you to look it up. And that's all I have to share for you in what's sold this week. Never be afraid to try and fix something that's already ruined, right? Oh, so I hope I've pieced together all the pieces of this video. And now it's almost time to, I've got to list some more stuff. I had another 2 days, Tuesday and Thursday this week, no sales. Of course, it's not midnight yet, but dang. Sales this week are just very, very slow. So I better keep listing. That's the cure for no sales. Give them more stuff they don't want to buy. Well, this was a strange video. We'll see how all the pieces come together, but I had fun anyway. I hope you did too. If you liked the video, do the thumbs up thing. If you don't, do the thumbs up. Do something. Bye, kids.